afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with your host Imperial Dane, the one, the only master propaganda of here and everything amazing, spectacular 1v1 on Kholodny Ferma. In the West, it is Asiamint, pretending to be a creative name occasionally. Fighting here for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, and the 5th Guards tank corps with armored assault tactics, airborne troop tactics, and urban defense tactics with double mine and Katyusha bullets. And West and East, it is Nicko, aka Nicko, funding for the Oberkommandist Germany, Deutschland, rolling out here with the 1st Panzer Division, with Overwatch, Special Operations, and Elite Armored with Triple Infantry. And a big thanks to Patrick for donating and supporting the Propagandacast with this hard-earned money, allowing me to keep doing what I do on a monthly basis, and daily basis for that matter, alongside all of my spectacular and amazing Patreon supporters. You too can join the ranks by pledging on Patreon or donating yourself. Links are in the video description. Or you can just comment, share, like and subscribe. That would also make me happy and would keep the YouTube algorithms away from my doorstep. They've been sending me rather disturbing messages as of late. Anyways, triple conscript engineers start here for Asiamint. And we got double fulls here for Niko heading south for the Sturmpioneer. Up north here we got an aggressive push here already. Fulls engineers clashing with conscripts. Yuri and Bogdanov dropping dead as Heinz falls shortly after in the turn fire here from the Surge Infantry. More troops going in there under Asiamint's command. Troops are bleeding out in the end. Niko's northern raid has failed. Thwarted by Asiamint's conscripts. His brave Frontoviks beating back the Hitlerite scum. Volksgun is seizing the point here. More Volksgun on the way there for Niko in the south. Sturmpioneer moving up, wiring off here. And engineers making a straight push for the car pump, but not before being caught here by the ever watchful eagle eyes of the Volksgrenadiers. More engineers here for Asiamint. Going for the triple conscript engineer build. Been sort of swinging back and forth in popularity as late. Most seem to be swinging back to heavy conscript builds, but seems like Asiamint still is a believer in the triple conscript double engineer build. Sturmpioneer ping right behind the head. Bishop Rose there and hosing down the engineers with the Sturmgewehr 44. Conscript right in the north, grabbing the fuel point here. And of course the hard push here from Niko did force Asiamint to delay the fuel point there being grabbed. Moving up sandbags here, good position. Bit of skirmishing here, and basically Niko decides not to push through that. In the south, Sturm piloting southwards. And then you got the truck on the way there for Niko. Fresh push up north here again, laying pressure there around the northern quadrant, partly because he can get access to this. He can of course hold up a lot of Asiamint's forces, but also he can threaten his opponent's fuel point there, and of course that's pretty good. So there you go, another assault here, full 3 squads being committed here by Niko to the assault. Asiamint swiftly responding with more troops here to Niko's aggression, to his assault here with the Volksgrenadier. Sturm opportunity being occupied in the south, truck around there for Niko. Asiamint is yet to take up, no Molotovs either. Got the truck moving in there for Niko. Die schwerer Wehrmacht-Schlepper. Will he be the battle group headquarters? Yes, indeed it would. Mechanized can certainly work on this map with a lot more narrow roads. It may find itself with a tougher time getting traction. Niko dispatching troops south is going to try and make the breakthrough attempt there, but over here Asiamint has seen through him like he's, you know, transparent and glass-like. And he's quickly counting with conscripts and engineers, and the church there quickly being set up as a strong point here, which Niko can't easily push through. A bit of skirmishing there. Flamethrower engineers already here making things tough here for Niko's troops, particularly bunches them up. Back here, battle group headquarters halfway down there for Niko. Minesweepers for the Sturmpioneer in case Asiamint has been laying down mines, which is always a good possibility to assume. Conscript for the sandbags on the car point again. Back here, we got the medics ready there for Asiamint and the Red Army. The 10th Guards tank corps. Engineers falling back to deal with the Sturmpioneer. Conscript behind to fend off the 3 Volksgrenadiers. Well, a bunch of them aren't even shooting. Hey, can't you shoot? Nine, we are beyond our effective range. I'm pretty sure these bolt action rifles can shoot much longer than that. Well, 9, not really, 9. Are you sure? Yeah, totally. See, made in Canada, could only shoot a few hundred meters. Why does the Canadians make our rifles? As of you. Anyways, constantly he's moving out there, more folks out there for Niko. Sturmpioneer's moving ahead, folks moving towards the centre. Troops enforcing, kind of going for some medics. And of course on a map like this, light infantry guns could be a good addition there for Niko as well here versus Asiamint. The light infantry should providing him with crucial, vital artillery support against the Marxist scum. Engineers routed here with swift rifle fire there. You're already proving to be a bit bouncy, even in death. Con's going about here. Con's going about there as well. North side now wide open for a possible push for Niko because he's now more focused centre-south. That he's not going to necessarily see this opportunity here wide open and push through. Meanwhile there we got take there for Asiamint. Got this bomb company up, like to need some field guns. We could also see Maxims, particularly on a map like this. Maxims are great, and of course a mortar could also be an addition, but the thing is the Cis gun is, you know, Gonna cut a lot of the job for the mortar anyway, so tends to be less used. Grabbing the point here, close to the base. No medics yet. Is he planning a flag half track perhaps here versus Asiamint? 251-17, of course, also a potent tool in the hands of a sufficiently skilled commander. And there you go, the 251-17. Schützenpanzerflieger up there, Kanone. Whatever that would have been called. Just guessing there, actually. Forces with engineers. Typically also with double engineer builds, you usually see the Serb player go for double flamethrowers, since that is really good. Forces they're routed. 251-17 almost done. Of course, the 251 half-track had a lot of variations on them. A lot of them just show, say, utility ones, like, you know, telephone wire, telegraph wire stuff there, pioneer wagons, radio vehicles of different kinds. But you also had combat variations, like ones equipped with, as you can see, the flak gun, some equipped with Pack 40s, that was later in the war, 75mm cannons, that was actually a bit earlier in the war than you actually would have figured. But common, for example, when of course you had the pioneer version, you had the Stukas, which was basically also kind of the pioneer version. So a lot of variations. Then the 251.5. It was really much, you know, a heavy used utility platform for the German army. So little fun fact there. You've also catching content routing them, and of course you also had the infant half track, which was also very much a late war thing. But there you go, 251-17 out there. Plus you had ambulances versions. Mine's down here for Asiamint, who's gone for urban defense on a map like this. Obviously quite good, narrow, lots of buildings. Fort headquarters could be useful, line to tank and solid. Shock troop is great as always. In fact, he's called one in. Of course, get the booby trap, and finally you got the KV2 heavy assault tank up north here. Another push here. This time they're thwarted by the shock troopers with their PPSH-41 submachine guns and their grenades. Flak up on the flank of the conscripts could cause some damage there. Quite good at that. Of course, it's a versus 2 the flak half tech really starts to shine. Southeast conscript right there for Asiamint. No further tech there for him. Niko, of course, will probably want to consider a Raketen there for soon enough to ward off any potential T-70 rushes. Flag half tech dispatched northwards to support an assault there. Infantry marching force there as well by Niko and the 1st Panzer Division. MD-34 flying up there for Niko, prioritising anti-infantry over anti-vehicle. He's probably feeling like, in terms of timing, that, you know, his opponent's not going to be rushing at a T-70, so he can get away with an MD-34 first to assist there. But again, lining to use the flag half tech more offensively. Mine's laid down there. Brief. Oh, I just cancelled there. So got the push here. And we got the M42 anti-tank out there for Asiamint, which, despite being a relatively light anti-tank, and actually saw usage until the end of the war. Most, of course, the Serbs were generally big believers in using all their stock of weapon, but also because it was generally used more defensively by the later stages to sort of ward off against German counterattacks. Because the anti-tank was quite easy to hide, so like you just hide in position, get the German tanks to drive past, and then shoot it in the rear on the side. It would generally do the trick. So, little fun fact there. And which something which games tend perhaps not the great displays of. His tanks typically had limited line of sight, so, you know, again, if they didn't have infantry to escort it, the anti-tank guns could pull it off. Flag happening northwards here. MD-34 moving in there as well. Battlefield headquarters there ready for Niko. This is the northern victory point there. Niko's starting to make quick work there, but there you go. Cutting wires, still by taking heavy losses. We got conscripts, engineers, and anti-tanks contrary there for a strong force there. Flak after loading up, but the anti-tank gun there. It's going to be a tough one. There you go. Quick smoke grenade there popped. I imagine it's like a smoke grenade. I don't think there has smoke to charge on that. I mean, look at that. They're going to stick those. Probably someone just popping a smoke grenade and fumbling it. That's why it landed on the half-track directly. It's like, Jürgen, force the smoke grenade. Ach, Jürgen, not in the half-track, you Dummkopf. So that's why it pops directly on the half-track. That's my personal story on that one. Shocks was going to take for the focus up north, going for the point. Interesting enough, he did not go straight for the fuel point, but I guess he just felt like it's more important just to hit all the other points and just do a little damage there at least. Going straight ahead here, putting pressure on Niko. Good counter-attack here by Asiamint against the Germans, the fascists. Folks there, retreating back to the base. MG-34 reinforcing. Medics ready there for Niko and the Allied army. Continuing right there. Norfolk's moving in there. Flak half taking ahead here with 1 kill, close range and 1 there. Raketen almost on the way there. Still no take up there for Asiamint. And there you go, constantly being hammered behind the flak half track. 2 centimeter flat, they prove to be quite hazardous for the health. And there you go. They might get off the anti-tank grenade, but there's actually a chance to get white, which would obviously not be beneficial. But no, narrowly avoids it. And in fact, the one who ends up getting a white here is actually Asiamint on Niko. taking out the entire Volksgrenadier squad. A stinging blow there to the German army, quick to replace. Need to fix up the flak half track. And there go Tankowy Battalion Command going up here for Asiamint. Engineers hard at work, digging. And somehow also sticking in large pieces of wood while digging. Maybe just unearth them. There goes Shock going for the retreat. He tried to grenade there on the retreat path. Didn't quite land it perfectly. But even then, the shock troops with their submachines do quite a bit of damage. There we go. Get another one. Huge loss there for Niko. Like, in a matter of probably like 1 to 2 minutes, he just suffered 2 wipes on him. Whereas he's yet to get a single wipe than Asiamint. This is pretty big for Asiamint. This slows down potential of the tech. Or Niko getting other units like, say, Raketenwerfer. So this is pretty big. Another machine gun. Artillery gun. I mean, there's really a lot of things with a garden instead of those 2 Volksgrenadier squads, which are 260 manpower pops. That's 520 manpower. Again, he's replacing there rather than getting new things. So this is still pretty good. This is really good for Asiamint. Because again, that could be a lot nastier things they would then have to deal with. Like an artillery piece, that would have been quite a headache for them. And like Kholodny, of course, already fast out in this T-70, could also make things more awkward for Asiamint. So really good coup there. Conscript right in the centre here, south side. We've also got an units being ahead there. Nothing further on the base. You can go for the T-70 soon. You'll be able to, of course, decide just to push straight ahead for medium armour. A bold manoeuvre, but could work out. Full sending about here. Moving forwards. Student Pass holding up in the centre. Flak happening up as well. Shock troops mounting into the line of fire here. And getting shot to bits. Flak happening in, then getting the constant there in the south. Fulton MD Fed Full covering the munitions point, and there you go, flanking here. But oh, he gets so close there again to the anti-tank grenade building conscripts. He was obviously trying to get a flank, which would have been great, but looks like he slightly misclicked there. Either way, he's going to have to keep. I'm surprised he didn't actually pop smoke that he took more of the hits than necessary from the anti-tank gun. He is moving into sort of cover the retreat here. Couldn't even get the concussor grenade down there if they tried to push too fast ahead here. Up north advance being made there. No tank command. Oh no! Asiamint! Niet! Niet, comrade! Slicker Bliard! You're building the wrong thing, comrade! Comrade! Ah, oh, Niko suffering another wipe. But then again, Niet! Niet! Bliard! Bliard! Slicker Bliard! Oi, blin! Niet! It's very rare to get to see these things. I mean, again, it's an honest mistake that does happen from time to time, but it's, you know, always pretty awkward there. Hey, look at this! We built it! We already have one. Oh, yes. Don't let the Commissar discover you. Fixing up the flag carpet, getting ready. Check they're done for Niko. So this is going to really suck for Asiamint. There we go. And he just carries on like, you know, part of the plan all along. Part of the plan. It's obviously to confuse the fascists, the Hitlerites. Maskirovska. So yeah. Anyways, Fox is holding up in the northern fuel point here. Obviously, this is going to slow down any medium armor there. And this is great for Niko after all those wipes. But even then, the problem is, again, Niko is taking a lot of wipes. Meanwhile, he's yet to really land any on Asiamint. And this is something he needs to fix soon, though. He really needs to, like, hurt his opponent. What's the shock troopers holding them down? The Sturmgests are landing some punch here as the shock troopers with their body armor and their PPSH-41 submachine guns. Machine gun, by the Germans actually captured a lot of themselves. They captured several millions of them. And they actually converted, I think, roughly 1 to 2 millions to using German ammunition as a fun fact. Little fun fact there. Flak after their veteran T2. Ground points here and there. Shocked was almost wiped out. Again, lots of near wipes here for Niko, but unlike Asiamint, he can't quite seem to stick the wipes. Can't quite seem to stick it. Strap Hunter course being authorized, you will actually be able to follow up with a Panther at reasonable paces. Again, this really helped out Niko, and he may never know about it. He may never know. The unknown hero of Niko's war, Soviet bureaucratic ineptitude. There's the south here, talking about the engineers being ahead there, heading southwards. Fighting to take them up out there. Up north there, point secured. Need to get the flak after that to safety there. You could of course consider adding in some Obslot here versus Asiamint, and certainly the Obslot may just give him the punch to actually get some wipes on his opponent. Though of course his flak half track is also trying to get very close to 52, and once it hits that, it actually gets very good at, you know, wiping stuff, because it gets a nice damage boost. I'm saying being hauled back. Very close to that Panther 4. Asiamint sometime away from a T-34-76. If he actually plans that, he's going to go straight for the KB2. Contra-attack here from the north. Shock was going for the footguns, racking them. Still no doctrine here for Niko. I mean, Elite Armour would be pretty good. Special Operation, I mean, Elite Armour would be really good because you'd set up the 223 here on the fuel point. You'd get a lot of fuel there. Plus, due to the way the map is set up, you know, it'd be a lot harder for Asiamint to disrupt this. So Niko could actually get himself a huge fuel lead with this and actually just begin churning out tanks at a pace that Asiamint simply may not be able to keep up with. So that could actually be a really good idea to consider. Obviously, spare cops with the infiltration tactics, the infant assault pack, and even the command panther could be something good as well there for Niko. Overwatch, obviously, artillery, air support, all that, quite good, but I feel like Spec Ops or Elite Armor would actually be the better choices for the aforementioned reason. Plus, you know, heat shells, even if like they don't actually make sense in historical sense for a lot of the tanks being used here, could also be, you know, useful. Also, there's engineers. And taking ahead there. Comes in the south. Follows there. Black happening up there through the small gap there. Maximum away for Asiamint and the Red Army. And there go Niko with a Panther 4 Model J as from Yacht. T-34 from Asiamint and the Red Army. The 10th Guard Tank Corps. Heading from the northern victory point there. We got 448 versus 328. Nice lead here with Niko over Asiamint. Flanking with the south here. Also got his conscripts upgraded with the 7th man, the mobilized reserves. Stormers are getting focused down here. Is he going to get another unit wiped here already? I mean, good lord. Push for the center here, but going into the Shrap Hunter quarters. There we go. Shocked with taking some nasty hits so that I can get a wipe on them. Up north, continued pressure here by Niko. He's actually good at sort of control the map. It's just he's less good at, you know, A, not getting using his wipe, and B, getting wiped on his opponent. But there you go. Panther 4, Moldy out here for Niko and the German army. T-34 some 6 on the way there for Asiamint. Sort of the late model of the T-34 some 6, if you will, like, you know, roughly 1942 model. Sort of the general nomenclature. With the Mickey Mouse turret, as the Germans call it, because like it had both of those hatches popped up, it looked like it had Mickey Mouse ears. Also slightly more hexagonal turret there. T-34 some 6 rushing through the center here, blazing with machine guns. There you go, Panther into support, good hit there. Line to tank number 2 defacement. No sys guns. Interesting enough. No sys guns. But there you go, penetrating hit from the M42 for the frontal armor there. Heading southwards there, of course, need to be careful with anti-tank grenades. Just reinforcing healing. Still no doctrine though. Still no doctrine. Good hit from the Panther 4 Model J there. Going from the northern fuel point, harassing and denying Asiamint fuel. Line to tank in their ambush. Machine gun is ready as well. Segmenting as well. May ambush that one as well. North here, T-34 got the Panther moving in as well there. Shot fired. T-34 goes down to half health. Black up to there. Bombarding. Virtually 2 gain. 9 kills. Very good. Shots. Could get wiped out. Could he get his first wipe? Could he get his first wipe? Could he get his first wipe? Yes, indeed. It is Niko's first wipe. This match, I think. Could be wrong there. Yup, that was his first wipe. Asiamint has yet to like suffer a real wipe before that. Oh dear, I can move straight to the Maxim, needs to get away. I still feel like Niko would benefit a lot from artillery, although admittedly, so would Asiamint. Pentafor over 7 kills. Sieben? I just like that word, Sieben. There's something very nice about it. Sieben. Anyway, troops reinforcing healing. Folks are grabbing the southern point here. We got 448 versus 253. Situation for Asiamint remains a bit desperate here versus Niko. Still hasn't gone for the doctrine. We're at the 20-minute mark, and Niko still hasn't chosen anything there. Starting to get a bit curious there, a bit peculiar, a bit head-scratching. Just reinforcing healing for Niko, not Asiamint. And there you go. Asiamint realizes, you know what? He needs a bit of a bigger anti-tank gun as well. Or perhaps he's nearsighted and thought these were bigger than they were. Obviously a terrible joke, but I sort of like the idea. What do you mean these aren't 76mm guns? You forgot your glasses. Oh, I see. Oh, direct right there. Flag capturing engineers. They're suffering another wipe there. Seems to be very much on par with the course here for Niko, unfortunately. I wonder if he's got bitten by Ivan at some point. That's become the Bear Ivan. Anyways, need to fix up the flag half attack there. Need to do that quickly. And again, Niko, I feel like would benefit a lot from a light infantry gun, even 2 of them. Got another Pentafor on the way, but that's definitely not bad either. Stay on the doctrine there. Got the northern victory point. Kholodny rolling back. Pentafor southwards. Directed in the T-3476. Oh, about to suffer another wipe there if he's not careful. T-Kholodny wasn't right angled up. There's a connect to finish it off here. Great though for Asiamint, less great for Niko. And his Pentafor is not in his position to pursue, then finish it off either. So Asiamint's able to get away with it. It looks like he's not going for another one, so might plan the H5. He might be going for the KV2 already. Oh, there we go, another T-3476 for Asiamint and the Red Army. Kholodny ready to retreat. Trip reinforcing healing. Clods going for the conscripts, closing them down with the assault rifle fire. Maximum tank against the MG34 there. Pentafor flag covering in the Could he pep? I mean, he could actually right now, I think, launch an assault team with the tanks and the vehicles, take the center, clear out the support weapons, and actually, I think, leave Asiamint in a pretty bad spot with sufficient vigor and aggression, and particularly support it properly here. Maximum already being pinned down. Machine up doing some damage. Up north got to push as well. T-34 with the damage engine. Pentafor moving in. Pretty well here by him. Almost got the maximum. In fact, there could get a wipe here. Could get another wipe. Up north, T-34 about to go down here. Looks like we're going to see a double whammy here against the anti-tank and off, and the Pentafor doesn't damage the engine. T-3476 knocked out. Engineers there in trouble. Folks, because if I kept pushing in, they need to be careful though. He struck. I think he might risk actually extending him, doing too much here. Versus him, Maxim down. Constantly being missed at point blank range. Pentafor with the T-56 and the anti-tank. Oops on the car on there. Thumbs up to Asiamint. Really intense action here. Pentafor falling back. Anti-tank needs to be cleared out. Could pop into the RPG on the MG34 by the way. Always a good idea to do if you got a good target in your sights. The Kholodny down southwards. T-56 being caught in the sights here. Double Kholodny with the T-34 could leave in a pretty bad spot here. Asiamint looks straight in front here with the Pentafor. Shot misses or bounces. Pentafor was the use of the building. Anti-tank opening up here. Pentafor down to health. Damage engine on the T-34 almost a field gun bombarding one with the Kholodny. In the center, Pentafor got the building, wiping another of Asiamint's units. Heavy loss now for Asiamint. Need to get the Pentafor to safety here before the anti-tank clears it out there. I think he's going to lose it here. Push too far ahead there. Oh, he's going to hit the mine. Lost the Pentafor there. Went for elite armor. Not a bad idea, but could definitely have that out sooner. Lost the Kholodny as well. He needs to destroy it. I think he can't get his hands on it. Still, aggressive push there, which I think he came ahead of her, but perhaps not as much as he'd like to be. Destroy that Kholodny very good. I think he just needs to retreat. He just needs to get the devil out of there. I definitely feel like the Pentafor could have been saved. And again, light infantry gun there would have done him a lot of good. Or at least some infantry back up the attack here. We got orbs on the way for Niko. Very good. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Really, that was some intense fighting. And also, like, Had he chosen this sooner, he could actually have Panzer Commander ready, in which case, for example, doing an attack here, you probably could call in some artillery to further disrupt Asiamint's positions, or the same here. So, you know, bit on the other side there, bit on the other side. Opportunities missed, which is great there for Asiamint, who's going for some fresh conscript. North here falls with the front of X there, burning them up. And we could see wipe here if Asiamint isn't paying attention. Close one there, but in the end he realizes his mistake and narrowly avoids getting wiped there. Black up for there, close to the vegetable free. He's going to get that to safety and get it fixed up. Tifo's going to move through the centre, opposite getting the light machine gun. And things moving up, the Pentacle being hauled back, the moving in as well. Asiamint ready to strike here for the glory of the motherland and Comrade Stalin. Trying to play Kedmar for though. 88 mm rocket punching straight through there, the 45mm of sloped armour. Another hit there, down to less than half health. Asiamint with another T-34 from 6. Reinforcing healing. North here full going to leave us the conscripts. Reinforcing healing there, orbital line almost good to go. Fun fact about the T-34, they had a model 2 of it essentially planned, or like an upgrade. They called it something else, maybe the T-42 or something. Anyways, basically that planned before the war. Problem was, as the war began, they couldn't actually begin the production of it. So like they actually just had to just upgrading the base T-34 instead of like upgrading the main tank. Meaning, for example, plans for like upgrading the armor to actually being thicker and better, it never transpired. For example, there's actually some issues there that caused by the Germans' attack. So, little fun fact there. Folks are tanking it back behind the machine gun there. Up north, T-34 moving in there. T-3476 moves drops the centre. Direct hit. Wiping out the entire force. Another wipe on Niko. Like, T-3476 can be quite good at wiping out units, to be honest. Which is always why you need to be careful around them. Panther moving in there. 2 kills. Got the Panther Commander for increased accuracy, but of course also access to the coordinated barrage. You can soon go for another one. Of course, you could be tempted to maybe go for a Panther. There's all these T-34s from 6s. Would not be, I think, in a bad position to deal with them. Engaging them. Got heat shells fired. Flak up taking a nasty hit there. Another hit there. On the scanning factor to pop combat blitz. Increase the rate of fire with Panther 4 as well. I don't think you'll need. There you go. T-34 from 6 knocked out. Other one moving through the centre here. Kedmar ready. Anti-tanks moving up. Still feel like Niko would benefit a lot from artillery, and similarly Asiamint would benefit from it. Just a mortar from Asiamint, I think, would do a lot. Big difference here as Niko. Got the orbital light machine, the Fulton there, they believe to clear out the anti-tank and swiftly, I think, in particular the orbital darden. Kim Lenska and the T-34s from 6. Panther 4 moving up, of course, need to be careful of mines. He did lose the Panther 41 in the area there. Now the Panther 4 there for Niko and the German army. The 1st Panzer Division. Flak after there, 17 kills. Ooh, another good hit from the Panther 4 there. Another great hit. You may, of course, want to consider some more orbital down the road here versus Asiamint and the Red Army. You got 427 to 139. Things are starting to look a bit dicey here for Asiamint in terms of victory points. This Panther force definitely doing some heavy lifting alongside the flak after their conscript drives it under a flurry of firepower here. Coming from the north here. Good flank behind here, of course. They can't go too far either since they'll hit these arc of fire of the share point quarters. Flak happening up there. Could catch the conscripts there as well. There you go. Conscript there trying to flank instead. Get met with flak fire. Another Panther for the almost done for Niko. T-34 from 6 shoots, misses. Heading northwards here with the orbital darden. Panther forming in there for Niko. Folks with the Kedmar nearby, got the T-34 engaging with the Kedmar for there. Demo charge in the church. Sneaky. Cheeky breaky. Asiamint can go for now, and of course maybe start to be tempted to go for Nation 5 instead. Church collapsed, killing the Fulton squad again. Niko's starting to run into infantry issues once more. In fact, he's already there, I believe. He is already there. Sturm has getting wiped as well. Niko's really suffering a lot of wipes this match. And compared to, like, his opponent's lost 5, Niko meanwhile has, like, suffered 8. That's a bit of a difference. Panther flanking Morphy going for the T-46. Almost got in there. Go. Almost. There we go. T-34 down. Asiamint has no tanks left, but his tanks are suddenly having a bit of a hard time in the right. Then there's no support, so they could get swamped and knocked out with the infantry and the tank guns. Panther flying from the south here. Where's the infantry support, Niko? We'll see the infantry. Another T-34 on the way there for Asiamint. We find him. The Panther Force just stuck. It's getting swamped. He can't get out. His man's like getting into a position where just Asiamint overruns it with lines of tanks and infantry point blank range. Other Panther Force trying to assist its fallen comrade, but he might actually just get it stuck. There's one destroyed. Oh dear. Again, the lack of infantry support doing this assault, and the way they attack there proved to be fatal, and now he's going to lose the other Panther Force as well here. While his opponent's going to remember T-Fed Force, at which point he's only got one like him to stop it, and he can't replace it. So this is pretty terrible for Niko. Like, he was looking, I think, in a pretty good position, but he ended up making a pretty bad call. And this, again, is the sort of situation where you really want artillery to soften up your opponent, but also, like, smoke up and make it hard for him to coordinate the fire. This is pretty terrible there for him. He's still doing some damage here to Asiamint, but I feel like he ended up paying a much higher price than he could have. And there go T-Fed Force, and his rear is open to the T-34. So that Panther Force is going to go down. Down it goes. This is pretty brutal stuff here. Niko is taking catastrophic losses now from Asiamint. A strong hand has, in a matter of moments, vanished into nothing. As all of his tanks are gone, his infantry is being demolished as well. And Asiamint is proving to be a lot more resolute and resilient. He might be able to go for another Panther 4, but at this point, the problem is, like, even if he goes for another tank, he has got next to no infantry left, and can't easily replace the loss he's suffering either now. So, the situation here for Niko is pretty grim. Like, theoretically, he might be able to, like, stall out. He's got plenty of victory points, so he could maybe work something out there. Like, his opponent's down to, like, 99. He's got 411, so that Niko maybe is smart, plays conservatively, you know, husbands and marshals his forces, he might be able to, like, still win this. But, like, if he just, you know, keeps chucking away stuff at Asiamint, like, you know, something being chucked away at, he's gonna probably lose this match. But he's got Flak after the game, which is 129 kills. Clearly a part of Niko's backbone in this match. It has definitely been carrying a lot for him. Now the Panther War there for Niko. Another Panzerkampfwagen 4, but he's down to just 2 infantry squads, whereas opponent with lots of anti-tank guns and plenty of infantry. And he's got no artillery still, though admittedly neither does Asiamint. So using the southern points here, we got 411 versus 88. Match getting ever closer there. T-34 setting up, T-34 number 2, and of course this is one of the advantages of the Soats. They can just keep training up T-34, if you're trading 1 for 1 with the Soats and T-34s, you'll typically end up losing because again they can quickly replace. I mean, in terms of fuel, like a Panther 4 Molgate is basically a T-34 from 6.5, roughly, you know, give or take. It's like, you know, that's not exactly great there if Niko, like, again loses Panther 4s like that. Because again, Asiamint can much more quickly than get ahead of Niko in terms of raw numbers, whereas again for Niko, it's gonna be a lot harder. Even like the Panther 4 is superior to the T-34 from 6 up against, like, you know, suddenly 3 of them. It doesn't really matter because then he's just outgunned. So pretty tight position here for Niko. Pretty awkward. I can run the T-34 from 6 needs to the Sturmpioneer. T-34 is coming up for the centre here for Asiamint. And we've following up in the north. Panther pushing out the conscripts, adding the Panther Commander there, not bad. Surprised again he didn't use the artillery charging in with the Panther 4s there as well. Like, definitely could work a bit in coordination there for Niko. Another maximum there for Asiamint, very good. 3 and 66 was an 88. He's standing against, I still catch up, but the problem is again, like, it's the pretty awkward there. Panther 4 right into the field gun, straight into the damaged engine. Okay, gets good in the T-Fed falls from 6. Shot bounces. Lucky there for Niko. Very lucky. Another field gun there for Asiamint as well. The Kholodny Ferma there under fire from the Assist 3 division field gun. High explosive shells being launched through the air. The Kholodny Ferma narrowly survives that one. All of a sudden, the T-Fed falls from 6 with ease routed, as they obviously like any way to threaten it. More Kholodny for Niko to obviously deal with the increase in tanks coming in his general direction. 355 versus 88. Flak after load, 29 kills still. Got the skirmish there. Pants focusing repairs. Folks defending the southern victory point of their own. Second Kholodny Ferma almost done there for Niko. Almost done. Northern machine gun holding up there. In the south, folks are being swarmed, mobbed. Folks are being routed. Panther flag attack rushing ahead here for Niko. Good hit there with the heat rounds, or heat shells. Goes straight into the field guns and all the other stuff. Almost got the T-Fed hooks, but the Panther falls down to less than half health. And quickly pushed out of the fight again. Okay, moving in, we got the T-Fed moving up the flip. Really, they need to get the Panther falls front to increase the chance of maybe not getting knocked out. Shot bounces. Okay, sadly, it's pointing in the wrong direction. There, the other one isn't. And Panther falls down, and with this, Niko is in a really, really bad place. And I'm not talking Stalingrad, though. It's pretty close. Almost got the T-Fed flicks, but sadly not. We got a third one on the way there for Asiamint as well. I think at this point the situation may very well have deteriorated beyond repair here by Niko. It may have just fallen beyond like any possibility of restoration here for the Germans. Flak after the conscript, taking them part there with a flak fire. Mercilessly throwing them through there with the twist in the flak. T-Fed moving up on the flank here to cut off retreat, pardon Wasely. Of course, risk the Ken with the way that Niko's supposed to luck with him. It's probably not going to matter so much. And there you go. Rushes straight past the conscripts, making it only easy for the T-Fed to catch up. And there you go. Flak half track down. A stinging loss there to Niko. And that, I think, his chance of really coming back to the match are pretty much almost zero. Like, he's got no tanks, he's got no artillery. His flak half track's gone. And he barely has any infantry. Like, the situation here for Niko is precarious, to put it generously. Very precarious. Open the conscripts here. Almost got a wipe there. Keep it rolling ahead. Maybe if it's almost done, knocked out. I'm trying to catch up. There you go. Damaged engine. Might be able to finish it off here, but that's about it. Oh dear. That's looks like Kholodny for there. Fox going for the field gun. We got 264 versus 86. Niko's still a fighter, but I just don't think the fight is. Oh, there we go. Lost the other one. And that he has no anti-tank weapons left. He's barely any troops left. I think it's safe to say Niko is very much out of this. There we go, GG, game over. A brutal, spectacular fight with some good maneuvers in the end. I feel like Niko just struggled with unit preservation. Might be a bit rusty. But I also feel like the lack of artillery proved to be crucial there. Again, like there's a lot there that could have easily made a lot of these attacks much more easy for Niko, at which point I think he easily won the match. That he just had some artillery. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. Subscribe, like, share, comment. And of course, if you like what we do, you can also donate or pledge on Patreon. Sorry about that. Some stuff they're appearing from time to time. So thank you all for joining in, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye.